So what's up? Starting round 2.
Okay. So what's up? I took a couple days off of work just to get my feet back under me.
Mm-hmm.
That's been really nice. Is having time to breathe.
Yeah.
As things continue to get weird.
Yeah, as things continue to spiral cosmically out of control.
Yeah, as the eldritch horrors of outer space creep in.
Yeah, the real horror movie is
the Color from Space.
Yeah,
With Nicolas Cage.
If America was a horror movie, The Color from Space, it would be orange. Get it?
Or Orange Man bad.
Orange Man very bad. I don't know. I'm caffeinated today, which is not a thing I've been doing terribly often, and I'm also like ridiculously stressed out over something that is not worth being extremely stressed out about. It's just like I'm trying to like fix something about my medications, and that's really freaking me out for some reason, but it's literally just like trying to get my antidepressant like dosage adjusted. And for some reason, like I had to call someone about it today, and like I've like had the jitters about it ever since, and I don't know why. But I just like, it's just kind of like I've just kind of been like, I've just kind of been like.
I think medication is just like inherently stressful for a lot of people. Like getting on HRT still, it's like I have to remember to do all these things in order to pick up my prescriptions.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic hits, and the places where I normally go to are all closed. And so I have to go to Bellevue in order to pick up my medication instead of down the street.
Yeah. That's always fun. I'm very lucky that in moving back home with my parents a couple of weeks ago, I'm very close to a place that will get my prescriptions. But yeah, calling doctors and being like, hey, my brain's not working exactly great. I need to fix this. I don't know. It's
yeah. I'm
gonna take like a big long like walk around the block or something after we're done recording here today. Well, I might actually. It's fucking cold as shit outside. For the Northeast is due for really bad temperatures this weekend. It's 39 degrees outside right now, and with the wind chill, it feels like 32 apparently.
That sounds marvelous to me.
Yeah, it's cold as shit.
I love cold weather because it gives you an excuse to just wear a million layers.
I also really like cold weather, but like I like it I like it when 'tis the season. I know you're on the other coast and you're in California, right?
Washington.
Okay, for some reason I thought Bellevue was in California, but I think when you said Bellevue, I thought of Saved by the Bell, which which takes place in California. Very easy mistake.
It's a classic mistake.
But yeah. I don't know. I'm normally a huge fan of the cold too, but like once it exits the season, I'm just like I really need some fucking. I need some of that Miami heat on me. I need Will Smith to welcome me to Miami.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's a classic Will Smith banger. Where the heat is on from the na-na-na to the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami. That one? Never heard it? Okay.
Nope.
Don't worry about it. Do you want to start talking about the movie?
We can.
Okay, cool.
I imagine that's why I'm here.
your number one haunted ballerina movie. I'm Sarah, and joining me this week is Piper.
Hi, I'm Piper.
It's Piper. Piper, tell the listening audience a little bit about yourself, your history with horror movies, if you have a favorite subgenre of them, what that is, and just a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I was very adverse to horror for a very long time. I guess I was really sensitive as a kid to all types of violence. And then I got depressed, and I found that horror and reading about bad experiences that happen to other people helps mitigate that. So I don't know, I listen to a whole lot of just like short audio fiction that's all scary, and I always feel better and more introspective after each tale. If I had, I guess, a favorite movie genre specifically, I like thrillers and things with a supernatural air to them. Not too much into like mundane horror. Okay. I think the more cerebral and detached from reality it is, the more interesting things I find in them.
So, say something like Dario Argento's Suspiria would be right up your alley.
Exactly.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
What an odd coincidence that we decided to have you on for the episode where we're talking about Dario Argento's Suspiria from 1977.
Not the remake.
Not the remake. Not this time. We'll have you back on for that eventually.
I also apparently found out there was a series in 2017. I think it was on, like, Prime.
Huh.
I don't know anything about that, but I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, That's interesting. This seems weird for a series, but maybe it would make more sense if I'd seen the remake from. Actually, no, that would have been before the remake came out, right? Because the remake was like last year.
Yeah, 2018 was when Suspiria, the remake, came out.
So that is so weird. Like, so 40 years after the original came out, Amazon was like, hey, let's do a series. And then a year later, there was a movie. I wonder if those are related whatsoever.
Unless they just share a title, in which case I will look like quite the fool when this airs. But, yeah, like, they made The Hobbit into 3 movies, so they can just make a series out of anything.
Yeah? Hold on, I'm looking for more information about the series, but I can't find anything about this series. Amazon is like, hey, do you want to watch the 2018 movie? But I don't see anything about the actual the series you mentioned.
See, because Amazon took away access to the remake for me. It's locked down in my region, and I thought it was the States in general. But if you can watch it in Florida, that's pretty cool.
Well, I'm up in New York.
Oh, you were talking about Miami Heat.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you...
Sorry, I was just referencing the song there. No, I'm up in the Great White North, but not Canada. Okay, wait, no. Okay, there was an English language in April 2015. Okay, God.
Oh, 2015.
Yeah. Well, it was announced that it was being developed, but I don't think that's actually come out yet. There was also supposed to be a remake directed by David Gordon Green, the guy who did the most recent iteration of Halloween.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, apparently in April 2014, the Green per Wikipedia, Green admitted the remake was too expensive to make during the found footage boom, and so no one wanted to make it.
The found footage boom claims another victim.
So many things. What good movies? What were the good movies that came out of the found footage boom? There was Paranormal Activity.
Blair Witch.
Was that part of the found footage boom?
I think it's what started it.
I feel like I've had this exact same discussion with someone else before. That always feels so weird to me because that was like 99, and to me the found footage boom was like the mid to late 2000s, like 06 to 08, around then.
Ah, that's a good point.
But it's entirely possible that I'm wrong. I do not claim an encyclopedic or even wide knowledge of many things.
I heard that VHS is a good film, but I haven't seen it myself.
I'd say VHS is a good. VHS is 4 good films and 1 okay film, in my opinion. But enough about that. Let's talk about fucking Suspiria. Hold on, I gotta pull up my notes.
I got like 3 pages of notes.
Yeah, I also have a shitload. My first note being in the opening credits. The music in this bangs, and I'm not trying to neg the composer, but seeing Musica del Goblin in the opening credits made me laugh like an idiot.
It's Goblin in like air quotes too.
Yeah,
it's the only name in air quotes.
Musica del Goblin.
Yeah, no, Goblin's great. When I first watched this film, it was a couple months ago. There was a little extra on the DVD where it was the band Goblin just playing one of the tracks from it. And this was shot in 1977, but the band, they dress like they're from the late 90s in just like nu metal garb, and they kick ass, and they were so far ahead of their time. Anyway, movie.
So thank you very much to Goblin for the music. We start with the landing in an airport terminal. It's an extremely stormy weather outside. This movie has a thing with the color red, and I don't know what the fuck it means, but there sure is a lot of it. And the first instance of which is we see our protagonist, Susie, walking out, and she's like walking out of the airport behind a woman in like a very bright red dress. And again, I don't really know what it means, but it means something, I'm certain.
It's a pervasive color scheme throughout the whole movie. I think this one was also one of the last films to be shot in Technicolor. And really? So everything just like pops.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that does make sense. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. So she lands and she hails a cab and is like, "Hey, take me here." And the guy's like, "I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about." And then she like puts up an index card with the name of the place on it. He's like, "Oh." And then says the exact same thing that she's been saying to him for the last like 5 minutes, and I was like, "Oh shit, this cabbie is suspect." But the guy just kind of fucks off and doesn't show up for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
She gets there, and when she gets there, there's this woman who is like screaming some wild shit, running out into the storm, and it's like she's like, "I saw the secret. There's 3 irises. Spin the blue one," and then she like runs off into the rain.
Notably, we as the audience don't hear her say anything. It's just Susie that hears it, and then she kind of just forgets until later in the film.
Do we not hear her say that? I could have sworn that I could have sworn that she said that. Like,
we very faintly hear dialogue, but it's indistinguishable initially.
Huh. Because I have that exact same. I wrote that like quote down before the end. I'm pretty sure that I heard her say, or not heard, because this movie's in French and I like read the subtitles.
That's probably why.
Maybe the subtitle. Okay, yeah. Maybe the subtitle track on your version was different than the one on mine.
Yeah, I just watched the English version. I didn't have...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched the French version. Shit.
The subtitles spoil the plot in ways that I haven't seen before.
Yeah, I just kind of... yeah, okay. I should have... I guess I should have... I should have clarified that beforehand. My bad. I guess this isn't as bad as the time that we did an episode on the movie Truth or Dare. But it turned out that there was 2 movies. One was from 2019 called Truth or Dare, and one of them was from 2018. And me and my co-host watched like different movies.
Oh no!
I didn't realize it until like we were talking about it on the air.
That must have been so confusing.
It was. I was like, for like the first couple minutes, I remember. I could be misremembered. I feel like we talked about the plots a little bit, and I was like, wait, what? That doesn't happen in my movie. What the fuck were you watching? Oh my god. Okay. So that's good to know. On a side note, the audio track on the version that I watched did not seem like in sync. Like it seemed like a lot, if not all of it, was ADR. So I don't know what's up. I was gonna ask you what's up with that, but you watched the dubbed version, so.
Well, so I think it was common in these old Italian films where the actresses would or actresses both would just speak in their native language, and then it would be dubbed over in post.
Oh.
So you see, like, a whole bunch of lip sync is just off.
Yeah, okay. That does explain it. I was like, man, this lips, they did not do a good, and then I was like, they did not do a good job with this lip sync, but apparently that's just like, as was the style in the French way at the time.
And I think in this film, it adds to the very dreamlike feel. So
yeah,
we'll just write this flub down as a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting that the one that I watched had that subtitle like explicated out. It doesn't really impact anything because like we don't know what the fuck she's talking about when she says "turn the blue iris" until like way later when Susie remembers it.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. They won't let Susie inside. They just tell her to fuck off, and they're like, "Don't have you on the record. Sorry. Go away."
She takes a very expensive cab ride back into town.
Yeah. I don't know, where does she wind up spending the night? I don't remember if it's.
It doesn't
like,
explicitly say because.
Yeah, so she probably just finds a hotel because we go to the woman who was running out of the the ballet studio thing.
The academy.
The academy. Yes, thank you. And she's like hanging out with her good friend because she got expelled from the academy apparently. And so she's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna crash on your couch for tonight. Is that cool?" And her friend's like, "Yeah, that's fine by me." And it's a very weird looking like apartment building. Like it's very the interior set is the set is very cool for a place that we don't go back to whatsoever.
It's a waste of a set. It's so pretty. Just the whole apartment complex that they're in.
It feels, yeah. It doesn't look at all like the hotel in The Shining, but like it has the same aura. Like it has a threatening aura to it.
I pick up so many similarities with like Wes Anderson films. Just the way that these sets are designed.
Yes, that's exactly what the fuck I was trying to get at. Yes.
Yeah. I think I would rather stay at the Grand Budapest than I would this apartment complex, though.
Yeah, definitely. So she's like the storm's picking up and she's real scared of it because she sees some like silhouette behind her laundry that she's hanging out to dry in the storm. Which
she sees this pair of eyes like briefly.
Yes, and I thought it was gonna be like it's just a kitty cat thing because it does look like cat eyes.
It's a man with a very hairy arm. She goes to the window and she's staring out through the window into the darkness, and
yep.
I really appreciate just this little touch of like the way the laundry hangs in the window and like her reflection in that specific window. It just constantly looks like she has a morning shroud over her.
Yeah, it's
cool.
So
as she's peering out, the window pane next to her shatters as an arm reaches out, grabs her by the back of the head, and pulls her through the other window pane.
Yeah, and then she gets an extremely cool death, in my opinion. Like,
this might be one of the most memorable scenes in the film.
Definitely. Because what happens is that she gets like dragged out into this skylight that's like over top of this glass skylight that's over top of the lobby of this apartment building. Or I guess is it an apartment? Is it a hotel? I don't really know.
It feels like an apartment.
It does, but also like it kind of like yeah, it's an apartment. That's just how apartments are. That's just how apartments are in France, I'm sure.
Yeah.
She gets dragged over to this skylight and like gets stabbed a whole bunch. We see her fucking heart exposed and like get stabbed through. And then she gets strung up around the neck and then knocked through the skylight, and the entire skylight crashes down and also kills her friend who she was staying with, because her friend was like, "Oh fuck, my friend's getting murdered. Oh shit, someone please help," and runs down to the lobby, and all the glass from up above crashes down on her and like splits her face in half. And it's really cool. Because like the aftermath of this scene is Patricia like dangling with like some wire around her neck, like bloodied all over, and then the camera pans down and over to reveal her friend who she was staying with, just like bisected in the face with a huge chunk of glass, and with like some of the metal that was the structure of the skylight also just like in her tummy guts.
In her tummy guts, yes. It's gnarly.
It is.
This is the one that sticks with the most people.
I can understand why. Though there is a death later that is very unpleasant to just experience.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about too.
Yeah, but hold on. My notes say this fucking "Down with the Sickness" riff, and I need to correct my notes, because the riff, I think you might know what I'm talking about. It's not "Down with the Sickness." It's the song "Footloose," like the.
Oh no!
Listen, they're at a ballet studio. They gotta cut loose, foot loose. They gotta kick off their Sunday shoes. I apologize for the extremely bad joke.
You're fine.
But we cut to the next day, and there is a blind guy with a cute German Shepherd walking into the academy, and he goes inside. We meet the instructor. We meet the fucking, what is she, the head instructor, Miss Blanc?
So we first meet Instructor Tanner.
Yes, Instructor Tanner, the extremely the fucking pantsuit ass, like.
Yeah, she is Susie's teacher.
Yes,
and she introduces Susie to Mistress Blanc.
Yes,
Headmistress.
And also she also introduces her to her little Lord Fauntleroy ass nephew Albert. And the quote ugly Romanian servant Pablo.
Pablo, yeah. He has meningitis, and he recently got his teeth replaced.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. He's living his best life with teeth.
Yeah. We go into like the locker room and meet a bunch of ballerinas. And she sits down and talks with someone named Sara, and is it Olga who comes over and says the weird thing about snakes?
Yes, Olga, who is the person that Susie's going to be rooming with off-site until her room is ready.
Yes, right.
Yeah, so she comes over and she says, you know what they say about names that start with S, is that they're for snakes.
Which is sound logic.
There's little sense that goes into this bit of dialogue, except that the script was initially penned with all the girls being like ages 8 to 10.
Oh.
So that makes a whole lot of dialogue make a lot more sense when you keep it in that context.
Yeah, that also makes me mad. Like, if this movie was originally penned with 8 to 10-year-olds in mind?
I mean, so the whole thing is themed after fairy tales, right?
Yeah, you're not... It is, but I just, like...
Yeah,
Was the original intention to, like, be structurally the same? Like, would I have had to have seen, like, an 8-year-old's heart get stabbed out?
It probably wouldn't have been that gruesome, just because, like, obviously there's restrictions in what you can show in movies. But the dialogue was mostly left unchanged.
The French just okay. That makes a lot more things make sense. Okay, that contextualizes a lot of things to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Some of the logic. Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, she says the names that start with S are snakes, which is objectively untrue. My persona is a tiger, and this is this is just blasphemy. Frankly, what Olga is peddling to these girls.
Thought they were all for circles initially.
There we go. And then I don't remember too much what happens next, but because my next note is that Susie's like walking through the halls of the academy, and there's just like this old woman who is polishing a very sharp piece of glass that calls Susie a witch. Like, the glass calls her a witch.
So the term witch, it's like a sting in the soundtrack.
Yeah.
So we see it in the opening credits too. The same song is playing as the cab is driving to the academy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we see the road being shot through the camera. And when Witch is played in the track, that's when we see the headlights of the car just like flare up through the trees.
Yeah, and that's when we see like that silhouette of the kind of hard to make out silhouette against one of the trees with like it looks like a hand with a knife in it.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. Yeah, so it's more just for accenting what's going on in the film more than it is anyone actually saying the word witch.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But nonetheless, Susie has a bit of a panic attack about it.
Yeah, she's blinded by this woman who's polishing a knife in a hallway, and she suddenly feels nauseous, and she's like stumbling down the hallway to her next class.
Yeah, she gets into class and is like, "Hey, Miss Tanner, can I fucking just chill for a bit? I feel like shit." And then Tanner's like, "Do it anyways. I don't give a fuck." And then like there's 30 seconds of her
looking very inelegant on the dance floor.
Yeah, inelegant, drunk, kind of like it's a very drunken swaying. Like she's obviously like extremely fatigued and, as we find out later, unwell. But like it just like, to me, that I've seen that kind of dancing before, and it's, you know, that's the dancing people get into at the club when they're too turned.
It's always at BLFC at 3 a.m.
Oh God, when was BLFC supposed to be this year?
I think it was sometime this month.
Oh, R.I.P.
Or last month, I guess.
Yeah,
it's just like a week or two ago.
Yep. R.I.P. to what was like the last convention before everything shut down? Was it A&E?
It might have been. I'm not huge on conventions myself. So
I've only ever been to one.
Yeah.
Which was A&E 2019. Oh God. But so Tanner's like, "Keep fucking moving. I don't give a shit how bad you feel." And Susie just completely like passes out on the floor and starts bleeding pretty badly from her nose and mouth.
Is it blood? Because it looks like something very watery. It looks fake almost.
I mean, a lot of the blood in this movie looks extremely fake.
Yeah.
I assumed it was blood. I don't know what else it could be.
It's supposed to be blood. It's just, it doesn't look great.
Yeah. Blood technology was still very much imperfected at this time in movie making.
They still couldn't get the mocap suits to work on the blood.
just a fucking like puddle of like water with a bunch of balls in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the technology wasn't there yet to mocap blood onto her.
Yeah.
So she's spilling some red Kool-Aid out of her mouth and nose. They make her drink some water. They inject her with something, and the doctor's like, "Okay, drink some wine every night. It helps heal you, because I'm a doctor and I know these things."
Wine and Powerade are interchangeable, right?
Yeah, definitely.
They both give you electrolytes to help you replenish blood.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Sorry, I have to take this call from my doctor.
You're good.
Remember earlier how I said I was extremely stressed out about doctor stuff? My doctor just called and was like, "Hey, I got your prescription. We're all set. I'm sending the shit over."
Nice. You did it.
Which is pretty poggers, IMO.
I still don't know what that means or where it came from.
I have had to explain PogChamp to so many people within the last like week. And like that's not like me insulting people who don't know what it is. It's just I always think that is way more widespread than I think it is. It's just like, so are you familiar with PogChamp, the emote? This is going in the podcast again now.
Okay, great. So I think Pog stands for play of the game.
Okay, so no. PogChamp is referring to a very old video with fighting games with a fighting game player named Gutex, and I don't remember what the video was an advertisement for, but in the video he was playing Pogs, and at the end of the video he won the game of Pog, and like he made that face that became PogChamp.
Okay.
Which has been immortalized into a Twitch emote. And now PogChamp is what you post in chat when someone does something cool on stream. Like if someone does a cool speedrunning trick or like outplays their opponent in like Overwatch or something, you post PogChamp. And that has now entered my verbal lexicon of just saying it out loud whenever something mildly beneficial happens to me. Like, oh, my sourdough starter is coming along great. That's pretty poggers. Or I'm getting properly medicated. Pretty poggers, if you ask me.
I mean, it's a cute sounding word.
I like saying it.
Yeah. If it's what the kids are saying, then I'm down with it.
Are you older than me?
I'm like 28.
Okay, by 3 years.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is PogChamp.
Okay, I recognize that face anywhere.
Yeah. Thank you, Gutex, for everything. Where were we though? Sorry about that.
We were at Susie waking up in her bed.
Yes. Okay. Susie wakes up in her bed and finds out that Olga has basically moved her out of her place.
Yeah. Earlier, she was talking to Madam Tanner, or Tanner was like, hey, your room's ready. You should come move in. And Susie's like, well, I like it at Olga's place. And Tanner went away kind of upset.
Kind of chuffed about it.
Yeah. So she's been moved into the academy.
Yeah. And Tanner's just like, oh, Olga did it.
Yeah. You get to chill with your bestie Sara now, though.
Yeah. Because they live next to each other. And then later that night, they fucking Susie. This is possibly my least favorite scene in the movie. I'm not like particularly creeped out by bugs, but like just large amounts. So what happens is Susie is brushing her hair and she like feels something moving in there and she pulls it out and it's a fucking maggot. And then there's just a bunch of maggots. They're streaming down from the ceiling like in everyone's rooms.
It's raining them.
Yeah, it's I like bugs, honestly. I love all kinds of bugs. I even like bugs that most people are squicked by. Like, silverfish? I fucking love silverfish. Those dudes are so cool.
Huh.
But just like large numbers of maggots, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's gross and squishy.
Yeah. But so they go to find the source, which is just like a bunch of rotted food that they had brought in like a week ago.
Yeah, the shipment of food for the school, it just arrived spoiled.
Yeah, and they just decided to store it in the attic instead of like throwing it out or doing anything.
I don't think they noticed until then.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But sorry, I lost my place in my notes. But as a result of this, they all have to go sleep in like the big like practice room where they would do ballet.
They hang up these sheets to divide the girls, the boys, and the faculty. Right,
and then Susie and Sara are like on the right by the boundary between the women and the faculty. And some like silhouetted woman comes over and does like some extremely labored breathing right on the other side of that sheet.
It's a very distinctive snore.
Yeah.
Like one of her nostrils is closed.
Yeah, and Sara is like, oh, I know that sound. That's the director.
It's the directress.
The directress, who's been mysteriously absent thus far because Well, because Susie asked about that on her first day at the school, and what was the reason that they gave that she's not there? Is it like she's abroad or something?
Yeah, she's traveling abroad.
Okay. And then Sarah's just like, oh yeah, that's the director's snoring. I'd know that anywhere.
I heard it last year when we had the same thing happen.
Oh god, I missed that somehow.
It's not the same thing happened. It's she did hear the headmistress snoring, or the director snoring.
I was worried I'd somehow missed someone saying, yeah, the maggots happened last year too. Weird happenstance. But so and Susie asked about it the next morning as like, hey, she's like, hey, Tanner, did the director come home last night? And Tanner's like, no.
She's still traveling the world.
Yeah.
Still globetrotting.
And then Tanner like storms in on the middle of the ballet lesson because the blind man who we mentioned earlier, the pianist for all of these lessons, his dog apparently bit Tanner's fancy little lad of a nephew, and he needed to go get stitches.
And she freaks out, and she's like throwing his stuff around.
Yeah, she literally throws his fucking cane away from him, like his fucking. Is there like a term for that other than just like a cane? That like is there like a word for the walking stick, the tapping stick thingy?
If there is, I'm not familiar with it.
But yeah, she literally throws that away, so he like has to like stumble through the middle of the dance area in order to get his hands on it, and is like, I'm blind, I'm not fucking deaf, lady. Fucking go eat shit. Bye.
Yeah, so she's yelling and yelling about how awful this dog is, and how if she sees it again, she will put it down. And she's like smiling as she says all this.
Yeah.
It's really gross and very mean.
It is. She fucking sucks.
She's canceled.
Extremely. I did not leave detailed enough notes about what actually happens next. Just some commentary on what things looked like as they were happening. Can you help me out? I don't remember what the next thing is between this and Sarah listening for those footsteps.
No, that is just the next scene. Okay. Yeah, Daniel leaves the school, and then we go to Susie and Sarah staying up at night, overhearing the teachers leave, as they do every night. Sarah says that the faculty all leave to go to their homes at around 9:30, like clockwork. And then Susie, who's half asleep, says aloud that they're leaving the wrong way. That she can hear the footsteps leading to, I think it's like to the right or something, and the doorway is on the left.
I'm sure it's nothing.
It just happens. It's how audio, it's just how the sound waves reflect up the hall.
Yeah. What, Susie, never heard of the Doppler effect?
These teachers are in a hurry to leave.
So Susie is like passing out, and Sarah's like, well, I gotta find out where they're going. And she like grabs a notebook and like takes notes, right? Just like,
yeah, she starts counting the footsteps from when they enter the hallway to when they leave the hallway, so that she can retrace whatever path they're taking by counting the footsteps.
Right. And then is that the end of that scene? Then we go to the bar where the bunch of men in lederhosen are doing a funny dance where they pretend to slap each other.
Yeah, I had to look up this dance because it's great. I'm going to try to pronounce this.
Hit me.
Schuhplattler.
You know what? I'm not looking at the word, but I'm certain they did a better job than I could have.
It's possible. It's better than the AI voice that I tried to run the pronunciation through.
Yeah, those are always fun.
Yeah, so Daniel's just vibing in this Bavarian bar.
Yeah, he's enjoying the dance. He's enjoying the sound of the dance and the sound of the men pretending to slap each other.
It's a good dance.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he goes out and starts to walk home, and his dog fucking goes absolutely starts going wild because like the dog thinks that someone is like watching him or
Yeah,
like
so
following them.
like he leaves this really well lit bar, and he walks through this plaza that's very empty, and it feels so void, and all the colors for once in this movie are so muted. Everything is gray or white or black, and that's it.
Yep.
And it's just him in the middle of this vast courtyard, and his dog is going nuts, and there's something just like on the rooftops of the buildings next to him.
Just watching. And then his dog decides to tear Daniel's throat out.
Yeah, sometimes you just get possessed.
Is that what was happening here?
Yeah, like we see something soar overhead, and then the dog stops barking, and then it turns on him.
I didn't make that connection. That does make more sense. I was just like, damn, that your service dog is not very good at his job.
Yeah.
But I will recant that thought now. Justice for the service dog.
Yeah.
But it's honestly a kind of funny death scene for Daniel, just because like it looks like it just looks like someone is holding like someone is just like holding a very taxidermy dog with its mouth open and just like riding it up and down on Daniel's neck. as like blood splurts, and then like it cuts to the actual dog like just eating it like what I would guess is probably like some like chicken or something.
Yeah, it's just held slightly off screen, so you don't actually see him biting into someone's neck, of course. But yeah.
But he fucking beefs it.
Can I get an F in the chat?
Yeah, and then there's the color that we've been missing, which is more red, more Powerade just gushes forth from his neck. Okay, working theory is that everyone in this movie is a gusher, like the candy, like they all had one of like the sweet treats that can't be beat, and then their heads got turned into a like cherry or something.
Yeah, and that's why they're just oozing with flavor.
Yeah, exactly. On this podcast, we have a recurring theory that in horror movies, bodies are 100% meat. There's no bone; it's just meat and blood. But in this movie, they're just 100% sweet, fruity, gushery goodness.
Yeah, that's why the doctor prescribes Susie wine. It's not wine; it's just more gusher juice, and she's low on the gusher juice.
She's low on gusher juice.
Your gusher juice levels are dangerously low, Susie.
I think that if you were to just like slurp all of the fluid out of a gusher like with a syringe or something, it would be the exact same as like eating one of those Freezy Pops without it being frozen.
I don't know. I think the gusher juice is a bit thicker than that.
It is kind of viscous, isn't it? It's been a while since I've had a gusher.
Yeah, it's been years.
It was a bad. I hated gushers for a while because I just hated that mouthfeel.
I really liked that mouthfeel.
It was so weird.
Yeah. That's probably why I liked it. It's very novel.
Oh my god. Ugh, sorry about all the yawning. I slept like absolute dog shit last night from like I fucking maybe I was being haunted by something because I woke up at like midnight, and then at 1 a.m. and then at 4 a.m. and then at 4:30 and then at like 6 and 7 and 7:30. It just like I could not get more than 3 hours of sleep in a row last night.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm getting through it though. I've got some coffee, and I'm gonna, I've got to be up kind of early tomorrow, so maybe this will make me go to bed early. Who knows?
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the movie. So Susie finds out about Daniel dying from Tanner the next day because Tanner's like, oh, how horrible. You can't trust those service dogs.
It's those wolfhounds specifically.
Yes, those wolfhounds. Thank you. And then Susie goes to the director. She
goes to talk to Blanc.
Blanc, yes. Thank you. My notes kept saying director, even though I knew that the director was like explicitly abroad, but I couldn't remember what the hell Blanc was, and I couldn't remember her name either.
It's just the headmistress Blanc.
Headmistress
I don't know what
Blanc.
she actually does at the school if she's not the director.
Well, she mistress's head.
Oh. All
Yeah,
right, moving on.
I'm sorry. That's not even a joke. That's just that's nothing. I'm sorry.
I thought it was funny.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But so Sarah goes and talks to. Well, so Sarah goes to talk to Blanc. No, Susie goes and talks to Blanc, and is like, "Hey, before she left and got murdered, Patricia said something about like Iris and Secret. I don't know what that means, but I figured I'd let you know." And Blanc is like, "Yes, I don't know what that means either, but we will call the police about it."
I'm just surprised that you waited 2 days before you told anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Susie and Sarah go for a swim in the pool, and someone very creepily watches them from like the third balcony of, because this pool has like so many different entrances into it.
Yeah, we don't see who's watching them, but we see from the camera that someone is watching them. And Susie tells Sarah that she told Blanc about the secret Iris. Mm-hmm. And Sarah gets concerned because it turns out she's the person that Patricia was yelling to just inside the academy entranceway. And she's also the one who answered the intercom when Susie tried to get in.
Yeah.
She talks a little bit about Patricia having concerns over... I think she found out that the academy was founded by a witch? Mm-hmm. Or do we find that out later when she's talking to the doctor?
We find that out when she talks to the psychiatrist, I think. Okay. After Susie fucking... Well, we're getting to that pretty close.
Yeah.
But so later that night, Susie enters her fucking... Susie, like, gets knocked on her ass by the wine, which is, at this point, pretty safely assumed to be drugged with something.
Yeah.
And Sarah's like, please stay awake. I'm so fucking scared. And Susie's like... But then everything turns to green, which is the first time. I mean, I don't know what. Again, there's something to the color in this movie, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So Sarah, the room is lit up with like red highlights on the sides, and then there's just the central yellow. When she turns out the lights to the room, it all goes dark, and then it lights back up in this brilliant green.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It looks so pretty.
It does. But Susie sees like a light turn on in the next room over, and she's like, "Oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. Oh fuck, oh shit!" And then she runs out the other door.
First, she slips Susie a little note about the footsteps.
Yes, that's right. She does leave her like little note about okay, footsteps going this many in this direction and then this many in this direction. Susie, God, Sarah runs out, and
those
Susie,
S names.
Yeah, those snakes. So Sarah runs out of the room. Susie is still asleep. Someone enters the room and just kind of looks at Susie sleeping and is like, I'm good. Sarah gets chased around a bit, gets smacked across the face with a straight razor, and then chased around some more. She almost gets out. She comes very close to getting out, but unfortunately, the room between her, the last room that she needs to pass through before escaping the hidden temple with the silver monkey intact is just a room filled to the brim with fucking barbed wire.
And she doesn't see it until she, like, jumps through the window and into the other room. She just falls straight into this mass of razor wire.
It's just, like, it's just a very funny thing for them to have. It's just, like, oh, God. It would be like if there was, like, an alligator pit in one of the other rooms. But, so she spends the next minute, like, thrashing around in this barbed wire, and it fucking sucks to see.
It's gruesome.
I did not, like... At first, I was like, oh, that's gnarly. And then after, like, 15 seconds, I was like, can you please just kill her already? I hate this.
There's very little blood, fortunately.
Yeah, fortunately. Even when her throat gets slit open, like, we literally don't see any blood. Like, I expected it to, like, hold on that as, like, a fucking waterfall torrent of gusher juice came out of her neck. But, it just, like, across her neck.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah. Then we just go to the next morning, right?
Yeah, I think so.
When Tanner just walked in, I was like, "Oh, Sarah left last night. She moved out. Don't worry about it. Don't think about
Yeah.
it."
I heard her leaving at 6 a.m. She
Yep.
just packed her bags and left. Isn't that right?
How strange.
Romantic interest who's not important to the film?
Is that like the guy who's like looking kind of like the really sexy guy who was like walking around as like a handyman at the start of the movie, or not at the start of the movie, when Susie first got to the place?
I thought it was another student. It's just some guy who's a dancer. He likes Susie. He flirts with her a little bit, but he's ultimately very inconsequential. He's just here to confirm with what is it, Tanner?
Tanner, yeah.
Yeah. He's just there to confirm that. Oh yeah, she just left in the morning. I heard her car.
How does Susie find out about the psychiatrist Sarah was seeing? Does Sarah's or does Susie's romantic interest mention that?
So Sarah, I think they were talking about it in the pool.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, she told Susie about the psychiatrist that she was seeing, and then later became friends with. A little bit unprofessional of the psychiatrist, let's be fair.
Yeah,
but,
truly.
Yeah. So apparently he knows a few things about the occult, or as he pronounces it, the occult.
Yeah, because there's like this 5-minute scene where he tells Susie about the story behind the academy, and it's a very funny scene accidentally because it was a very windy day when they filmed it, and like Susie's hair is just getting completely blasted into her face.
It's only windy on certain shots, on certain angles. It's really funny.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's extreme. I think it's just like mostly windy for that entire thing, but like, because like you see the psychiatrist's hair moving too, but like only Susie's is long enough to like just completely cover up half of her face. And I don't know. I thought it was funny that was the take that was the footage that they went with.
It's like sometimes her hair is getting blown into her mouth, and other times it's just against her cheek, and then other times it's just fluttering very gently, and it just varies on the angle that they shot it at.
Definitely,
it's great. It's very cinematic. It adds to the dreamlike state of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so she like gets this history about the founder of the academy who was accused of being a witch, and then died in a fire when her house burned down.
Yeah. It was a Greek immigrant named Helena Markos.
Yes. AKA, what was it? The Black
Queen.
The Black Queen.
Who's very good at chess.
I knew it was the Black something, and I was going to say the Black Rose, but I've just been watching a lot of Utena lately.
Oh, the Black Rose arc is so good.
Yeah, I'm really like Utena's a good show. Spoiler alert for what my recommendation for this week is going to be.
Speaking of dreamlike cinematic experiences, Utena's good.
Yeah, extremely.
Yeah. So,
Listen,
the Black Queen...
At the end of the day, Zetai Unmei Moru Shidoku. Like, I don't know what else there is to say, frankly.
It's words to live by.
Truly. So he also gives her, like, a history about, like, how, what was her name again? The Black Queen?
Helena Markos.
Helena Markos, yes. He tells her how like she was the head of the coven and was like that it's like her magic had to be 100 times more powerful than everyone else's, and if you cut off the head of a coven, it's just like cutting the head off of a snake. The rest of it's useless.
It doesn't feel right to me, but okay.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like I have not researched covens extensively. Maybe that is the case in history, but also I feel like I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know. I was going somewhere and I completely lost my train of thought. I apologize.
Yeah, it's it feels a little nitpicky. Yeah, just this matron deity being the source of their power is the long and short of it.
Yeah. She what happens next? Because the next thing I have in my notes is that she calls she tries to call the psychiatrist later, but there's definitely something that happened in between that I didn't write down.
So she goes back to the academy, and she finds that all of these students have been given tickets to see the Bolshoi Ballet.
And so the place is entirely empty except for her and the staff.
The faculty.
The faculty, presumably, yeah.
She calls Frank just to tell her more mounting suspicions and to give him more detail.
Yeah.
He picks up the phone and she starts trying to talk to him, and then a thunderstorm kicks up and just cuts the power.
Yeah. And then when the power does come back, but she can't seem to get a hold of Frank because it seems like the line's been cut.
Mm-hmm.
But so she dumps her nightly dinner in the toilet because she's like, I don't trust that shit no more.
I'm tired of gusher juice.
I'm tired of gusher juice. She pours it down the drain, and the stuff she pours down the drain looks more like blood than any other blood we've seen in this movie.
It sticks to the sink, just the surface of the sink, almost like it's dye.
Yeah.
I don't think it's healthy to drink dye like that.
No, probably not. She also finds an extremely chubby bat in her closet, which is fun.
It's a very animatronic bat.
Yeah, it's I just liked how like potato shaped the bat itself was.
It was cute.
It was adorable.
If it wasn't trying to bite her, I bet they would have become friends.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that. That like she and the bat take on the fucking the academy.
Yeah.
But alas, the bat does try to kill her, so she tries to kill it back, and given that she is much larger than the bat, she is successful.
She throws a blanket over it and then smashes it with a stool.
Yep. Very sad. She hears the footsteps and it's like, okay, I need to figure out what the fuck's going on here. And she managed to like sneak upstairs and sneak into the it's Blanc's office, right? Or is it the director's office?
It's Blanc's office, I'm pretty sure.
Right, okay. It's Blanc's office that she sneaks into, and like she remembers the fucking rotate the blue iris thing that Pat shouted at her the night that Patricia died.
Yeah, here is where she has a flashback to the night when she first arrived, and yes. We as an audience actually hear everything that Patricia said.
Well, in the English version.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah. Again, like I said earlier, the thing we in the version that I watched, that was subtitled, but this is the first time that we actually see the blue iris of which she was speaking.
It's this little wooden thing that just juts out of the wall. There's like 3 flowers that are, I guess, molded to look pretty.
It looks like you know how in like old cartoons you could always like if there was like a bookshelf with like a bunch of books on it, you could always tell which one the character was going to pick up off the shelf because of the way it was drawn differently from everything else.
Yeah, they had the painted backgrounds and then everything else was hand drawn that actually moved.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But she opens that door and she finds all of the faculty, like all of the upper faculty, like the instructors and such, like conspiring against her. To like
they're talking about how much of a problem child she is and how she has to go.
Yeah. And then she stumbles across Sarah's extremely fucked up body.
She has pins in her eyes and she has like giant nails driven through her wrists.
Yep.
It looks ritualistic.
Yeah. The little dainty boy that Tanner's nephew like snitches her out to
Pavlov.
Yes.
No,
Pavlo.
Pavlo. That one.
Yes. And then he starts salivating. But but so she God, what sorry, I'm trying to remember the exact like how she gets into the room with
Helena. She just turns and runs into the next room.
She turns and runs into the next room, and there's like this silhouette again, similar to the one that she saw when she was like chilling in the room when they had to sleep there overnight when the fucking maggots happened.
And she overhears the same distinct snoring.
Yeah. And the silhouette like starts talking to her, right?
So she bumps into a table that has this sculpture of a what are they called? The peacock. That's it. She bumps into a statue of a peacock, and the peacock falls over, and all the spines fall out of its tail. And she makes a bunch of noise, and it wakes up the person who's sleeping under the canopy bed.
Right. And she pulls back the curtain, but there's no one there. And
it's a creepy voice.
It's just a creepy voice taunting her. And Sarah's reanimated corpse stumbles into the room. That was me trying to say the word shambles and stumbles at the same time and just getting bottlenecked on the word for like 10 seconds. Forgive that.
Everyone knows it's shambles.
Shambles.
Yeah.
So Sarah Susie fucking stabs because it turns out that the old person is there and not just, she's just invisible and also old as fuck.
Yeah, so Susie plunges one of the spines of the peacock tail into where she thinks the headmistress is.
Yeah, and she's right.
And it turns out she gets it right through the neck.
Yep. Sarah's corpse just kind of like falls to the ground and is no longer reanimated. Oh my god. Susie runs back downstairs and notices all like the instructors like also grabbing their necks in the same spot that she stabbed the director.
And then for some reason Pablo is just bleeding excessively on the floor.
Yeah, just listen. In the 1970s, tooth surgery was very expensive and a risky procedure.
Here, I thought it was because they ran out of blood. So they couldn't do the other faculty members.
Do you remember in Arrested Development when Tobias gets the hair plugs that are like literally killing him because they reject him, the transplant?
I saw this. Yeah,
that's what happened. It just so happened to be at the same time when everyone else started dying.
Yeah.
But she runs outside and the place fucking goes up in flames, and then like literally we look through the window of like we hear these shrieks of everyone dying, the entire place going up in flames, and the credits just start rolling over it, and it's fucking great.
Yeah, Susie she stumbles just off into the forest, and we see her coming down off of this high, and she just smiles as she walks into the night. It's really good.
It's very good. Okay. So that's Suspiria. On a scale of 0 to 5 barbed wire rooms, how many are you going to give this movie?
I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah. I kind of want to watch it again. I must admit that I had a kind of a bad brain. I kind of had a really bad ADHD day while watching this. I was having a hard time keeping my I was not taking my eyes off the movie, but I was doing a lot of stopping and starting. The next time I sit down and watch this, I'm going to make sure it's in one go. But yeah, I really liked this also. This is a tentative 5. I'm sure it will be a 5 that when I sit down and watch the entire thing without pausing it to watch the fucking stinky video in the middle of it, because my brain is just hey, go watch that for a minute.
Yeah, no, this one also just holds up. If you go back to rewatch a film, just the whole cinematography, everything they did with the camera work is brilliant. And just the way they lit the stage, you can just keep finding things in every scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's really good.
It's very colorful. You don't get a lot of that in horror.
Yeah. I liked it.
Good movie.
Very good movie. We have some questions.
Yeah.
This one from at Catgirls Rise Up on Twitter, who says, "Ooh, I have some really great memories of this movie. Are names that begin with S really snakes? And as addressed earlier, no. I'm a tiger, so I don't know where I don't know where this rumor is coming from. It's truly harmful to us S women out there."
Yeah.
And also
squash those kindergarten rumors.
Yeah, exactly. this one from at Janos Scapavati. I'm very sorry, Janos, if I mispronounced that. I think I'm getting better at it, but he wants to know, if you had the power to change this movie so that everything stays the exact same except they dance in a different style, what meme dance would you pick? And this is this is a tried and true answer for me, but I would really love it if instead of ballet, they were just learning how to do Perfect Orange Justice.
Yeah. I want to see the Soldier Boy.
Oh my god! That's so much better than my answer. Oh my god, just them doing the Soldier Boy in perfect unison.
Yeah.
Oh god. Just them learning how to hit the meanest Millie Rock while also getting murdered.
Just dance straight into that barbed wire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're gonna get into recommendations. So, is there anything that you would recommend, Piper? Movies. It can be a movie. Doesn't have to be though.
I want to plug a friend's webcomic of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, the artist is Iris J. Her webcomic is called Crossed Wires. If you like cyberpunk and cool VR stuff,
hell yeah,
check it out.
Nice. My recommendation this week, I've been watching Revolutionary Girl Utena with my partner. It's really good. I can't recommend it enough. We're only like a third of the way through, but big double fisting the thumbs up for me.
Yeah, also for me.
Yeah, great show. Piper, where can people find you online? Is there anything you'd like to plug?
I just have a Twitter account. I am at One Straw Short. I don't know why you'd follow me. Because the posts are good. All right. I think you're giving me too much credit.
Thank you so much for being on it, by the way. It was really fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to find... this podcast is at Fearbaiting on Twitter. We are also Fearbaiting on Patreon. Early episode... I'm sorry. I am just a complete jumble of words today. Thank you very much to Blair for editing me into sounding like a competent human being. We can be found on Twitter at Fearbaiting. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/fearbaiting. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to pull up the fucking pledges. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. They change Patreon every 2 months to make it like less and less good.
Yeah, they're adding tax stuff too.
Ugh. Okay. So patreon.com/fearbaiting. $1 a month gets you access to episodes early when we get them ready early. $5 a month gets your name right on the podcast and a short message of your choosing if you would like to send that in. And $10 a month, you get to demand that we watch at least one horror movie of your choosing, and all the other stuff. So thank you very much to Michael Kaiser, Kit Spindler, and Ducky Aisha. We love you all so very much. If you want to find... Okay, thank you very much to Blair for editing this episode. Thank you very much to Seda for providing the intro and outro music. You can find Blair on Twitter at BlairKitsch, and Seda is... Seda makes music under the name People You Meet Outside of Bars. You can check their stuff out by going to gaygothvibes.online. If you want to hear me elsewhere, you can listen to The Wonder Years, which is an Animorphs podcast that I do with the aforementioned Blair and Seda, and I'm also on Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, the Leftism podcast by, for, and of the Terminally Online. Those are all those podcasts and this one are all so graciously hosted on the Noisepace.xyz network. Thank you so much to our overlord Matt GameCube. And if you want to find me, I'm at Sunhatzhenya on Twitter. That's SUNHATZHENYA. I think that's everything. So, until next time, I'm Sara.
I'm Piper.
And remember...
And you can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
Good night, everyone.